Got a twist to it. This ain't Big Shine, but I'm making good music.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Titans and the Dolphins on Monday Night Prime Time.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The spirit of these fans not dampened by the weather. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, nice and dry up here in the booth. But Greg, rain throughout the day, going to rain on into the night. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge for these players.
Yeah, Mike, and even as you said it, you're exactly right. Down on the field before the game, the field looked in really good condition. But the number one decision, you got to be in there as a player, talking to your equipment staff, get the right cleats. The length, are they molded? Are they screwing? How deep are they screwing? Make sure when you come out and that game kicks off, you are confident in your footing. Don't let a couple bad plays.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go here on Monday night. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Titans coming up with their quarterback, Will Levis. Good performance last year, taken early in that second round in the 2023 draft. Greg, this quarterback out of Kentucky could be the future for Tennessee.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They go play action with Levis. That caught Tony Pollard.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Levis. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal it is a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Right back to Boyd. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far,
this one intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
Here's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Hill brought in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense ready now for their 2nd drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Levis. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. The Titans sending out their punter. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Dolphins offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. To the left side, OBJ is there. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Back to throw is Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That one into the hands of Hill. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Titans offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Levis. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Levis to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Levis. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Levis. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack. 3rd and long. To throw is Levis. He'll look deep here for Burks. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field. And we need to check this call. Austin Jackson, the former first-rounder, guilty there. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. We'll find Mostert out of the backfield. The defense plays it beautifully on that one. They knock him back to the 7.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
That's taken in at the 50. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. They'll come up on a second down and 8. On play action, here's Levis. He'll look deep here for Brooks.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They're going to continue to be aggressive, especially through the air, and if they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. And that just can't happen. Third and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Levis to throw. That is caught. It is Hopkins. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Throwing on second down, Levis. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now, Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So on fourth down, the veteran Nick Folk will try it for Tennessee. His kick is perfect. And the Titans will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. After the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's Tagovailoa. Off he goes. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Tua. That's taken in by Achane. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Tua. He's got his man. It's Hill. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. 1st and 10. Tua gives it to Mostert. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. In trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track. It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Tony Pollard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Dolphins offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Tua going to give it to Achan. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
Now it's Tua. They'll set up the receiver screen with Waddle. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Here's Jake Bailey now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Levis to throw it here on first down. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Again, it's Pollard. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 5. First down, Titans.
From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. From the gun, it's Levis. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This one from 49. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans will tie the game at 6. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this.